Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSR YouTube channel and the start of season number 5. As always, it's going to be a big one in terms of transfers coming in and going out, and plenty of pre-season prep to do. But as always, before we start, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Click the button down below so you don't miss any future uploads. We are very close to 600 at the time of recording this, and also the links to my Discord and Twitch are over there. The future of the same is being decided right now over in the Discord, so if you want to have your say, get yourself over there sooner rather than later. We are still in the month of July, but we'll have a little look at how life starts in the Premier League. And it's going to be Wolves first up at home, then Newcastle away, Ipswich at home, Tottenham away, Bournemouth at home, Fulham away. That is the start of the season, and that will take us in September. Of course, there will be cup games sprinkled in there as well, because we do have Europa League football this season because we won the Conference League in season number 4. In terms of the squad, I've had a little look, and this is going to be the plan. Green will stay, Davey will go, Kara will go. We will look to bring in a new keeper. Whether he replaces Green from the get-go remains to be seen. It depends who we get, but that's the plan for the keepers. At left back, we're keeping Aina. I'm undecided with Bueno. I potentially might get rid of him and look to bring in a better left back. Undecided yet. We only have 2 centre backs remaining at the club, Humphreys and Van Dijk. Both of them will stay. Adoffin is, of course, already gone. He went at the end of last season. So we will definitely look to bring in at least 1, maybe 2 centre halves to fill that position. Right back, nothing will change there. We're going to keep Guest as our starting right back. Katongo will also stay. Those two are both brilliant. Brannigan we're going to look to ship out. Mikey Moore we're going to look to keep hold of, I think, for 1 more season, because he's just irreplaceable. Fernandez might go, so we may look to get some cover for Moore, but because Mikey Moore plays most games, I'd probably just keep Fernandez as our backup. To be honest, it saves money. Diarra will go. We'll look to ship him out. Norman, we're going to loan list again because he's progressed quite nicely. He was on loan, I think, at Norwich last season, so we'll loan him out again. Charlie Webster will stay. Ronnie Waters, I think what we'll do is we'll keep him. We may look to sell Charlie Webster and keep Ronnie Waters, or I may look to loan him out. But one of those two will probably go out of the door. I think we'll keep Waters just because he's looking like a more exciting prospect, as it says on the screen. Winkler will go. Barnett will stay. Vogel, who was out on loan last season, is up to a 72 rated already. So I might loan out Nicholas Barnett, even though he was so good for us. I might loan him out just to get some game time to really boost him. And then we'll keep Vogel in. And again, we'll be looking to bring in another right winger. And then up front, we've got Boving and our Conte. Of course, the man has gone back to his parent club, so we'll look to bring in another striker. That is for sure. That's the rough plan of what we want to do. So plenty of business to do. We don't have a massive budget. I thought we would get a much bigger budget than we did. We only have £21 million in the transfer budget, which isn't ideal. So we are going to have to shift those players out. And whether we get anybody of class, I don't know. We're going to have to dip our feet into the loan market. I may look to bring Andy Irving back in on loan if possible. He was brilliant last season, but that is going to be the plan for season number 5. Of course, we'll have a little look at the objectives for this season as well. So domestic success, they want us to finish mid-table. That should be fine. We finished 10th last season, looking to improve on that. Round of 16 in the FA Cup should be doable. And within 2 seasons of finishing the Europa League spot. So hopefully we can do that this season. Continental success, they just want us to reach the group stage of the Europa League. The youth development is exactly the same as it has been. I'm never that bothered by that. Brand exposure, 5 game streak without defeat. We should be able to do that quite comfortably. Sign 1 first-team player assigned to midfield position. We should do that. And then £38 million of shirt sales, and increase your club worth by 50% through player sales and competition prize money. So all doable. Our manager rating is good, so nothing to worry about there. We do already have some transfers. I have rejected one for Charlie Webster. We're going to reject this one for Roman Guest as well. The one for Diarra, though, we will look to potentially push through. Sunderland with a £3 million bid. Let's try and get a little bit more than that if we can. Diarra is very quickly out of the door. £3 million from Sunderland. I stupidly pressed the wrong button and I accepted it rather than negotiate, which is why we're straight to this screen, because I am an idiot. But Diarra's out the door. He's been a good servant for the club, but he is an aging player who is not getting any better. So a couple of seasons for him, done his job, £3 million in the bank, and we're going to look to reinvest that straight away. Some more offers coming in. Norman, 2 loan offers, so we'll accept both of them. There has been an offer for Bueno. I'm going to reject both of them for now, just because I want to see what potentially may come around the corner. So I'm going to reject both of them as it stands. Davey, there is money coming for him. What's his value? 1 to 1.5. Okay. I think let's negotiate that and see if we can get a better deal for him. Let's propose a new fee. Let's try and get 1.8 million if we can. 1.65. Then let's just go 1.75. Try and push our luck a little bit. Will they accept? They'll go back to 1.65. That's fine. We'll accept that. A bit more money for a player, again, that was never really progressing. So we'll accept that. We will then reject the other one. Offer for Carrot for 1.6 again. We will try and negotiate that deal. Get more towards £2 million if we can. 1.95 million. Will they accept? They will. So that's another deal, hopefully going to be done sooner rather than later. And then Winkler, 10.2 million from Ipswich. Again, we will try and get closer, maybe to 12, I think. Let's go in at 12. See what they say. 12 million, absolutely fine. That's going to be a massive amount of money that we will need to reinvest. We've got some scouts at the minute. As soon as those scout reports back, we'll get them on the shortlist and then we'll pick who we're going to sign. Martin Winkler out the door then. Again, a couple of seasons at the club. Never really got going. Never really felt like a great player for us. C rating, 12 million, could have got 14.5 supposedly. Wow, okay. Bit of a mismanagement on us when his value was only 8 million. But that's 8.5 added to the bank account straight away. And Attila Kara out the door. Again, when Etienne Green came in, was never really in with a shout. We'll get a C rating for him as well. Could have got 300k more, but that's absolutely fine. So good bit of early business being done from us. First signing we're going to look at then, Dennis Kipper's on loan. He's 21 years old. He's a 79 rated player. Let's go loan to buy. He's £40 million now, but that means I don't need to buy him now and I can potentially buy him next year. I think that's pretty good going. We'll accept the wages. That's absolutely fine. Future transfer fee. Approach new transfer fee. Let's try and get that down. Go at 15.7. See if they'll accept that. 22.4. Fuck it. We'll accept it. That's okay. It's okay. We'll accept that. And that is going to be a new keeper through the door. In terms of centre half, then, of course, in real life, Gushinov has gone to Manchester City. £14.5 million. It's around half of our budget. But I think we need that bit of class at centre half. So I think he is the man we are going to try and buy. And obviously, of course, try and get it for a little bit less than what they want. Let's go in at 12. I don't think they'll accept that. They want £20 million. Okay. That's obviously way too much. Let's go in at 15 and see if they'll accept that. 16.8. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but I feel like we need to spend it. Because otherwise, we're just not going to progress. So let's go in at 16 with a 10%, 16.6. Accept it. It's a lot of money. I think it might be our new record transfer, but Kushinov hopefully is going to be a Burton Albion player that as a keeper and a centre half potentially through the door. Let's try and negotiate this contract with Kushinov then and see if we can get this deal over the line. Current wages 9.8. He is going to be a crucial player for us, which I'm sure he'll like. He does. He wants 4 years. That's absolutely fine. Hopefully he doesn't want a release clause. Doesn't want a release clause. That's absolutely fine. What does he want wage-wise? Let's offer him... Offer him 14. I think he'll want more than that, but nope, he doesn't. Okay. Kushinov should become a Burton Albion player in the near future then. Oh, no, in fact, he's rejected it. Oh, no. Just straight, I didn't even read it. Okay, brilliant. Okay, that could be in the pan. I don't know whether we can try again in a week. We're going to have to go in again for Kushinov. They're in desperate need to dramatically improve our central midfield areas. So we've got a few options here. I like the look of Matos. He's only 23. He's got release scores of 19. Can we get him for less? No, okay, it forces you to do it. Okay, I don't really want to spend 19. Hannibal's 17.5. Ventador, 78 rated, 27, 12.5. Could be a good... Okay, he's on loan. Okay, this is not going well. Okay, we could try Leonard. 14 million. We should be able to get him less for that. Get all these players we want... because that's why they're on the shortlist. So we're going for 12. Don't think they'll accept that. They want 17.4. We'll counter that. 15.4. And they will accept that. Okay, now we just got to try and not mess up this contract negotiation. Okay, Leonard, crucial. It's 78 rated. He would be one of our highest rated players from the get-go. 4-year contract. Disregard release clause. Absolutely fine. Salary. Currently on 40k a week. So from 43, see if he'll accept that. He will accept that. Okay, that should be the first transfer through the door, and it is. And it is a new Burton Albion player, and we have our new central midfielder. I think that's a really smart bit of business. Yeah, we might look to get another one on loan. I don't think we'll be able to afford another one, but first signing in the books. The new keeper is in then. Dennis Kipper's is in on loan from Brentford until the end of the season with an option to buy him at the end of that. So that's a good bit of business. We'll go straight into that starting 11. Yeah, the deal for Kushnov just doesn't look like it's going to come off. We just don't have the money to do it, annoyingly. So we're going to go in for Pereira instead, who's same rating, is actually a little bit younger. So 14 million, let's go in at 12. See if they'll accept. They want 18.8, which we just cannot do. Let's try 15.6. 16.4. We could nearly do that, but we'll go in at 16 and see if they will accept. They will accept. Now it's just the contract. Say that the finances are so tight, it's kind of restricting us to what we can and can't offer. 5-year deal, disregard a release clause. Wages on 24 at the minute. Let's offer you 30. I haven't got much wiggle room there. Gonna have to counter that. We have to remove the bonus. Edit the wage. See if it accepts that. 30 grand. Okay, I'm gonna have to counter again. That leaves us with absolutely nothing to spare, but I need a centre half desperately. He'll accept the deal. We have no money left though. We might have to stick with what we've got apart from the loan market, but we don't have the wages. But Pereira's in. That's a very good signing for us. It's the centre half we needed, so it's a good bit of business. So this will be the squad before match day number 1 against Wolves. I'm not thrilled at it, if I'm completely honest. Really, it's just that Brannigan spot and the right wing that we're struggling with, but I just don't see where we're going to get the money from to really bring in anyone else unless we get rid of somebody. But I don't really have anybody I want to get rid of on a permanent. Bueno maybe, but then we would only have one left back. So we're in a bit of a pickle at the minute. We're going to have to hope that something happens. If a big offer for Mikey Moore comes in, we may have to think about taking it just to try and build a squad around it. But this is what we're going to go with for match number 1. It's Burton against Wolves to kick off the Premier League season, and it's coming up next. Welcome to the Pirelli Stadium then, as Willie Boving kicks off season number 5. As we get the game started in our traditional yellow and black stripes as we take on Wolves, who come to the Pirelli looking to get their season off to a flyer. So we've tweaked with a couple of player roles just to make sure that we've got players playing in their preferred roles. Obviously, with new players in the squad, that's always key to check. So fingers crossed we can get the job done here. But I feel like we might be lacking a little bit of class in the midfield area. Wolves coming forward now first. Chance here for Wolves to take the lead. 6 minutes in. We have been unlocked straight away. This new squad maybe not gelling quite as quickly as we wanted. It's Leonardo who gets the opening goal, and that is an absolute disastrous start to season number 5. We thought this was going to be easy. We thought we were going to improve on last season. We've got a long way to go. It is clear to see. Wolves takes the lead at the Pirelli. Lovely finish. And the new keeper could do. 1-0 Wolves. Freeze now skipping forward. Finds Boving. Boving's going to try and find our content. Does find our content. Conte's just going to try and twist and turn his man back. Could have played him in, but keeper with a massive save tonight. Arconte getting his first goal of season number 5. Mikey Moore will now put the ball into the box. We never score from corner, so I'm not expecting anything to happen here. Ball will clear. Can we pick up the loose ball? No, Wilson clears it. Leonard can't win the ball. Wolves will now be able to come forward with it and could potentially look to make an attack of their own. They play the ball wide. That's a lovely little ball to Campbell. Guest can't get across. He's going to have to try and stop Silva getting the ball into the box. Goes back to Campbell. And Brannigan does really, really well. Stop anything happening there. Goes back to Guest. That's lovely football from the Brewers. Guest goes into Arconte, and Arconte is going to try and beat his man. Does beat his man. Maybe a little nick on his heels, but stayed on his feet. Did the honourable thing, but actually, if he'd have gone down, there may have been a shout for a penalty for the Brewers. Chance again for Wolves to come forward. Wolves are coming forward again. Pereira does well with the block. Kippers does well to scoop that up. It's just not looked like the Burton Albion of last season, that is for sure. At the minute, is Mikey Moore now. Finds a run of Aina. This is more like it. Aina can dance into the box now. Can he find a Burton Albion player? We'll go back to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's going to shoot. Mikey Moore's going to get blocked, though. And Lorentz gets the ball yet again in his hands. Just not creating anything clear-cut here. Leonard's now on the ball. Finds Boving. Boving finds Arconte. Got nowhere to go, though. We're going to try and switch out wide to Vogel, the new lad. On loan last season, of course. Plays it back inside. This time to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's going to try and turn his man on his left foot. Shoots just wide. It was always going to be something special from there. I guess goes into the book for a foul earlier in the build-up. Slightly better from the Brewers. That still remains 1-0. Oh, no. Chance again for Wolves, potentially to break. So I think this is dangerous. It's really dangerous. Massive block from us. Another chance. Good save from Kippers. First time he's really been called into action to make a save apart from the ball when it hit the back of the net. It's a good save from us, but it's sloppy from Boving. We just cannot get a foothold in this game. Guest now clears it, does really well to turn. And that is going to be half-time. Scrappy from the Brewers. We really, really look shaky and a bit nervy to start this season. Yeah, and the recruitment hasn't quite been there. We are lacking a bit of quality and depth, and that first 45 minutes shows it is 1-0 Wolves at the break. Start the second half then. Vogel barrelling down the right-hand side. Can't get it. Will fight well for his position, though. Onto the edge. Leonard on the edge. Leonard can have a shot from distance. Oh, what a way to open your account for the Brewers. On debut, Mark Leonard with an absolute rocket, taking over exactly what Andy Irving did last season on loan from West Ham. This time it's Leonard on a permanent from Coventry, and it's an absolute rocket. It's probably undeserved. Give us space on the edge. We will always have a dig, and that's into the top left-hand corner. A wonderful start to the second half. Vogel now looks to find Boving. He does find Boving, and Boving can now stretch his legs into more of a false nine position now, just trying to play a little bit deeper. Now placing Arconte, and Arconte to take the lead for the Brewers. Does! What a goal that is! That's more like it from the Brewers. Arconte on the score sheet. Brilliant from Boving. I say we're playing him in this new false nine position just to try something a little bit different and see if him sitting deeper can make Arconte make those runs. It's worked perfectly there. We've had to be patient for it, but it's a blistering start to the second half as the Burton take the lead. Burton 2, Wolves 1. Keep more now. We'll look for the run of Aina. Yeah, a blistering first 10 minutes at the start of the second half as Tina's back in this game. Aina now tries to find Arconte, and that sloppy should have gone to Mikey Moore, but players just starting to get used to their role. It's going to take some games for the likes of Leonard and Pereira at centre-half to really start feeling comfortable. Boving and Arconte don't need that time, though, because Arconte's in again here, and Arconte could bury the game. He gets his second of the game, second of the season. Boving with another assist. These two are special. I know we're looking for a backup striker because currently we have none, but that's a wonderful, wonderful finish from Arconte again. We can keep these two fit, keep these two firing, who knows? That should be 3 points for the Brewers. A brilliant second half performance. Burton 3, Wolves 1. Lucky Moore now barrelling forward. Finds Arconte. Arconte's made a very good run here and is going to look for the run of Willie Boving and does find Boving. Boving deserves a goal. Boving shoots and it's sensational. It's that partnership again. This time Boving's the scorer. Arconte the provider. What a second half performance. Where has this come from? The first 45 minutes, we were bang average at best. We have been superb and we're absolutely blown Wolves away in this second half. If this is a sign of things to come, and we're in for an absolute cracker of a season 5. Boving makes it 4, 3 points in the bag. Again, the young lad Barnett staying at the club. I think we're going to try and give him as much game time as we can. He was absolutely brilliant for us in the second half of last season when he really came into the squad. And he'll progress quicker going out on loan, but we currently just cannot afford to send anybody out on loan because we need the squad depth. As Leonard's in again here, but Van Dijk does brilliantly. Coming off the bench for Pereira, looked a little bit leggy, and now maybe we could go and get a fifth. Arconte's now on the ball. No, he's not. And that should just about do us. The 3 minutes of additional time is up. The referee should look at his whistle, does look at his whistle, and that is full time. The first 45 minutes, not good. The second 45 minutes, wow. 4 goals, 3 points. And that is the perfect start to season number 5. It's going to be a long, hard season with plenty of games and not a lot of depth currently. And that is a perfect way to start this season. It is Burton Albion 4, Wolves 1. So that will do us for episode number 1. Of course, we are the only side that have played a game so far. But top of the table, we'll take that. It may be the last time we see that for a while. But we're off and running in season number 5. We'll have a little quick look at the fixtures coming your way in the next couple of days for episode number 2. It is going to be Newcastle at home. It's then Sunderland in the EFL Cup. It's then Ipswich at home, Tottenham away, and Bournemouth at home will see us towards the end of September, sooner rather than later. We've got a lot of work to do. Let me know what you think we should do. Should we get rid of somebody else, try and bring some money? What do we do if an offer comes in for Mikey Moore? Do we sell, bank 60-odd million pounds and build a squad around it? Or do we just try and stick with what we've got? Maybe try and sneak in a loan signing if possible and try and free up some wages by loaning somebody out ourselves. Let me know down in the comments. I'll be sure to take that feedback on board. Otherwise, I'll see you in a couple of days' time for episode number 2.